I like
That
heebie-jeebie music.
Heebie-jeebie music. Alright, well, let's get some background
So,
noise.
yes,
There we
Heebie-jeebie
go.
enough for you?
that's what I like.
Good.
the mood setter.
Alright. Let's begin. It is a new day in the Barren White, a vast expanse of cold tundras, far as the eye can see. Havian is a cold world. It is a sometimes brutal world. The plants, the animals, the people, everything here has a taste for meat. And everything has clever ways of getting it. Meat is the source of life on this world, and getting it is difficult because everything else is also working hard to get it. It is very much about being the top dog of hunters, whether you be a simple tree or whether you be one of the native population of common. This is a story of 3 hunters in that struggle for survival, and soon to find more, potentially. The first of these 3 hunters, roll the dice here, see which one of you is introduced first. Excellent. The first of these hunters is a strong, tall, 10-foot tall, muscular common roe. His name is Bjorgir. And he stands
Yeah.
carefully, stout and resolute in the snow, but not calling too much attention to himself. He dips low to the snow, trying to pursue his quarry. Bjorgir, your friends are nearby, and you know it. But how are you going about this hunt?
Am I supposed to answer that?
Yeah, this is all you. What's something that Bjorgir would do on hunts? What's his modus operandi?
I will find the beast. I will find my brothers, my shield brothers, my kin, and I will go and take down the mighty beasts, no matter the odds. I will bring out about a great story for the skalds to sing about me and my shield brothers taking down all mighty beasts.
Excellent. All right, as Bjorgir prepares for the hunt, knowing his brothers are nearby, let me roll for the next one of you who shows up. Okay. In the trees nearby, in a space that only one of his kind could truly make a home and make passage without being in dire danger, anyone else would be easily snapped up and grabbed by a tree, is one of the local Gidon population. They are small, they are spry, they are quick. Thunk, your battle brother and hunter ally, Bjorgir, stands walking down the path in these woods as you are off in the trees. Give me something about how you're preparing for this hunt.
I am sitting in the trees, meditating, feeling the way of the snow on my back, and trying to empty my mind. That is all.
Nice. All right. As he prepares himself mentally for the hunt ahead, and his companion strides carefully through the snow down center, there is one other hunter among them. One who would, if not for who he were, make the Gidon in the bunch seem odd. But he is a stranger. from a far off place, far beyond the sky and the moons, a Terran, kitted out in all sorts of interesting technological gear from his homeworld, has joined these companions on this hunt. Standing a little ways off on a perch with his long weapon. Theron, how are you preparing for this hunt?
I'm analyzing the situation, knowing full well that we'll be going into a dangerous place. Prepping, understanding that I'm the best hunter. Most likely, we'll have to take down the beast myself. But that's okay, because I've got my trusty gadgets, my skills, and natural-born ability. I'm ready for this.
Excellent. As the three hunters make their way, I'm going to go ahead and put these bigger arts, show them off.
Ooh, yeah.
We've got Bjorgir, Theron, and Thunk.
Woo, woo, woo.
Boom, boom, burnt.
Also, great job with this art. It's crazy cool. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks.
It's one of my favorite parts. I like the immersion. It's just nice to have a picture to go with the name, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So, for whatever reason, you three hunters find yourselves as members of a nomadic common trading post on the steppes of the Baron White. If you can bring in a good hunt, and this is the deal that you guys are all living under right now, because you're far from everything at this trading post. It is a small point of civilization, a small speck of light in the darkness that surrounds you. But the deal is, if you can bring in a good hunt, you earn your place in the Kimodon trading post for another week. If you can't provide, you can't reside. So here you are, hunting for essentially another week's stay. The map is yours and live. If you click on your character, you should be able to move them around with WASD or drag them around with your mouse. Just like that.
Like
John's
that?
got it. John's got it. Give me a wiggle there, Thunk. Wiggle your toes. There we go. Excellent. All toes are a wiggling. All systems are a go. All right. The map ahead is perilous. You're in the woods. The trees will try to eat you if you go too close to them. And somewhere in these woods is a common hunting ground that you're familiar with. There are these large, about people-sized flying squirrels called Hasa. They are meaty. They are perfect for what you're looking for. Everybody make me a perception check.
Oh, how do you do that?
Okay, so above on the top there, near your name on the screen, you should be able to scroll to attributes and go down and find perception. And then click that. And then click normal.
Perception. Normal.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Let's see. Looking at one other thing. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Alright, with these rolls, Bjorgir, you are walking down the center, knowing that it is generally your job to, if everything goes south, be the tank. You are supposed to be there for attention. If anything comes to get you guys, hopefully it'll go for you first, because you can take it. The other two, they're soft, they're squishy, and you know it.
Yes, soft and squishy shield brothers.
As you walk boldly down the center aisle, you do not notice very much ahead. It's snowy and quiet to your ears as you crunch, crunch, crunch through the snow as quietly as you can manage. Theron and Thunk, both of you with those rolls, will hear something in the trees ahead. Something around this area.
We do, or you
do.
saying that we will?
You do. You hear it from
Alright.
where you are. Theron, you get slight heat signatures from your tech visor in this direction, in this area. A sure sign of your quarry. And Thunk, as you're sitting there meditating, quietly focusing, you get the twinge of a psychic presence. As you are a Gidon moon speaker, you are aligned with the moons. There's a mental presence in them. They watch over you. And they watch over everything else alive on this planet. Every single thing here has a mind and a spirit, and you can feel it when you are sitting quietly like you are now. Beyond these trees, you can feel 4 of these Haasa squirrel creatures.
Okay.
And they are all down in this area. But you can't outright see them with your eyes yet.
Okay. Are we supposed to do something?
So this is the part where you guys can make your plan of attack. Where you think you should walk, where you think you should stand. You can move around, and as you move to different places, you can ask me if you see more, and I will have more dice for you to roll. Or you can try different things, right? Casting a spell, picking up a rock and throwing it into the area. There's all kinds of things. It's completely free and up to you.
Okay.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
Do we have headsets where we're talking to each other, or are we kind of just from a distance to each other? We can only talk via voice.
You can only talk via voice because only one of you is a Terran with an abundance of technology.
So, I think my character, he's just gonna start heading in a direction because he can't talk. He's not talking to them, yelling across the thing if we're hunting.
Right.
I'm just gonna start moving.
Sounds good. Where do you move to?
So, do I have to do a move roll or something? or?
No, you just drag your token. You can move, let's say, about 30 feet at a time.
Like that?
Yeah, like that. That's great. Alright, so you have moved forward into this bush. Anybody else doing anything?
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey,
If we're hunting, we're being quiet, right?
Yeah. Alright, John.
Okay, so I think my plan is I'm seeing Jorger walk down. Though I can see some heat signatures, I think I'm going to let him continue walking to potentially draw them out. However, my question is, how far is my range for my sniper rifle?
Your sniper rifle could cover this entire area.
Okay.
It's a
Then
gun.
I think I'm going to just... let's see, it's the down... Is it... So I'm seeing things down in this area? Or is it past here?
It's down in this area. Right around here.
Down in that area. Okay.
So you, from
And
where you are, have a clear line of sight into this area.
And I think I'm going to stay put and kind of see what comes out.
Okay. Might I make you a suggestion? As you are a Terran, you have a whole bunch of nifty gadgets. In your inventory, if you hit C, it'll open your character sheet. On the side tabs, there's a little bag. You hit inventory, it'll tell you what you have in your bag. Or on your person. One of those things is an item called the Hephaestus Technologies Stealth Weave Cloak. And it, what it is a techie cloak that gives you better stealth. So since you're here in this area and you're hunkering down and waiting for action, I'm going to have you make a stealth check. Now this is something that you can decide on your own to do at any time, as long as you have cover and are moving from cover to cover. Because you have this rock, I'm going to say you have half cover, which is good enough for me. So if you go up to your attributes and find stealth, and roll that for me. Now, your item lets you make that check at advantage.
Advantage. Okay.
Mhm. So basically what that means is you roll the d20 twice and you take the better of the two. In this case, you would have rolled a 1 and an 11. So you took the 11, plus your bonus, that's 16. So your stealth right now is a 16. Anything looking for you has to beat that number, or they don't know you're there, right? So, okay, cool. So he's stealthing. Bjorgir, what are you doing?
I'm going to definitely move to this spot over here, so that way I'm sort of out of the corner, but I'm getting close enough so that way if I flush them out, I can, or if Thunk comes and flushes them out and they come this way, I can intercept them.
Okay, so you're going to try and do that stealthily, you said?
Yep.
Okay, roll me, how do you stealth? Right now you're kind of in the open.
Yeah.
How do you go about doing it in a stealthy manner?
Either like crouching or probably like a low crouch.
Okay, so you're gonna duck low. Because you're kind of out in the open and you're kind of big, make me a stealth check as well, but yours is going to be at disadvantage. And then we'll get to you, Jacob. 1 second.
So stealth, disadvantage.
Yes, disadvantage.
Okay.
So that's a 9. All right. Okie dokie. Keep that in mind as you're moving forward. Go ahead and move your 30. Yeah. All right, Jacob. What's your question?
Well, you had him do a perception check. Does he even know that there's something nearby?
He does not. He is. You all assume that this is a hunting area, so for him to try and be stealthy and move forward is fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Now, I need to make a roll real quick. Let's see here. That's 1. That's 2. Okay. Alright. Bjorgir, make me another perception check, please.
Perception. Normal?
Yeah, normal.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, good. Alright. As you are stealthily, quotation marks, making your way through this middle channel, it's not particularly stealthy as you crunch down on a branch that's hidden under the snow. As you do, you seem to alert something, and as you look up from having stepped on a branch, you see 2 shadows coming at you from the sky as they are flying down from the tops of the trees, as you will see these 2 who come flying down at you, gliding on their wings, or rather, they're not really wings. They're, what do you call those? A membrane, I guess?
Skin folds?
Yeah, skin folds. Anyway, they look like this. Big old screeching squirrels the size of they're about 5 foot. Size of a man. These things come flying down at you. As you were not caught off guard, they do not get a free attack action on you. That's good. As these 2 down here are also revealed. Bjorgir, as you have inadvertently cause them to notice you and then become hostile. We have begun combat.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, the music turned off, so I didn't know if something went
Yes.
mute or something.
No, I changed it. I changed the music.
Oh.
We got
Oh,
we gotta have action music. 1 second. Let me add everybody to the combat tracker.
okay.
Let's see here.
It's kind of cool.
Roll all. This is rolling for initiative. Basically tells us who goes first and when. Okay. Let's see. The first one. We gotta actually begin combat. 1 second. Alright. The first to go, as Bjorgir has stepped on a branch and alerted everyone, the one right next to him will attempt to claw him with its claws. Alright. Now, Bjorgir, what is your AC? If you open your character sheet and you look at the little shield right under your portrait, there should be a number in it.
Where's my character sheet again?
Press C. Press C.
Oh, yeah. Okay. My shield?
There's a little shield under your picture. It should have a number in it. That's your armor class.
16.
16. A 7 misses as this squirrel comes flying down from the tree and attempts to swipe at you, missing you completely as you bash it aside with your shield.
Oh yeah, bring it!
The next one will come from these rocks, and it is not up on a tree, and so the maximum that it can move is its ground speed, so it will be moving to here, and then it, seeing you all the way over there, is going to actually take its action to dash up into this tree. The next one will also be taking its movement to dash to the top of this tree so that it can move further next round. As it runs and scampers up, Thunk, it is your turn. Now,
Okay.
on a D&D combat turn, you have options of what you can do. You can move up to your full movement speed, in this case, 30 feet. That's 6 squares. Each square is 5 feet. You can attack as an action. Or you can dash to go your movement again as an action. So you have an action, you have a movement, and you have a bonus action. Your bonus action can be used to do certain abilities, certain spells, and skills that you have in your character sheet.
In my character sheet. Okay. Well, let's see here. Like herbalism kit, survival stuff.
So that's going to be your okay, let's see, features.
Alright. Features?
Okay. No. Let's see. Okay, so your inventory has your regular claws that you can use twice. Or if you go to the little book of spells, you have all of your spells. Now,
I think I want to move for sure, though. I
Okay.
don't want to do anything. So
it's a good idea.
I guess let's see here. How'd you do that like distance thing?
Oh, on the side menu, if you go 3 down from the little selector tool, there's a ruler. And then if you click and drag, it'll make a ruler. There you go. And then if you hit spacebar, it will move to the final spot.
So I want to be in the tree, I think.
Okay.
I can only move 30 feet.
You can move 30 feet, yep. I'm going to say, because of where you were earlier, you're at the top of this tree. So you can actually jump launch yourself into this tree and be near the top of it.
So you, let's see.
Yeah, you drag
Is that-
and then hit
And
spacebar.
spacebar? Oh, okay.
There you go.
So that's a action.
That is your movement. So you still have
Okay,
an
that's
action and a bonus action.
So an action is just like a fighting or...
Yeah, you can use it to move again, or you can use it to cast a spell that costs an action. If you go to the little book in your character sheet, you've got all those spells. Some of them, you'll see the little thing that says time. They say 1A, that's one action. Some of them say one bonus action, which means you could cast one of each.
I'm looking at my character sheet, but I don't see a book.
It'll be on a little pop-out tab on the right side. Little black pop-out tabs.
Inventory, features, spells, effects, biography.
Yeah, spells
details.
is what you're looking for.
So I have charmed, exhaustion, petrified, poisoned, stunned. Wait, what am I looking at?
No.
Oh, effects.
You're looking for spells. It's the.
Well, I only have 2. Oh no, I have.
You have lots.
I
So
have a
as a druid of the moons, as a moon speaker, you have 2 cantrips. Your cantrips are something you can do every turn if you want. You can cast them all the time. Your spells you can do twice, and then you have to rest. So you can, but because you have full access to the moons, you have all of the first level spells of your class.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see here.
So you've got lots of options.
I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna do something.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a fog cloud.
A fog cloud. All right. Okay, go ahead and click on fog cloud then.
Okay.
You did?
Cast spell.
Yeah, cast spell, and then it'll give a little square probably to set it. Okay. So it says you create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range.
I have to be centered around me.
It could be centered around you if you want it to be.
Oh, I don't want it to be.
No, it could be. You could put it at a point up to 120 feet away.
I did it.
Okay, cool. So,
Is it down? Can you see it?
yeah, I see it. It's down. Big green circle.
Yeah.
You put a fog cloud. As you do that, something else happens. This is something that happens apparently only to Gidon and the way they access the power of the moons. So in addition to your fog cloud going off... Wow, okay. It is actually increased in size.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's actually twice as big. You channel the power of the moons, and it goes down here, obscuring this area. Bjorgir, you see as the snow and the fog seem to darken and densify in this area. You can barely see the enemies in front of you, but they can also barely see you. Alright, Thunk, you got anything else? Oh wait, okay, that was your action, that was your movement. Cool, you've cast a spell. Alright, that will end your turn. We'll move on to the next squirrel, who is now encompassed in a fog, and he was going to attack Bjorgir. He's going to try anyway, but he's going to have to do it at disadvantage, because he can't really see you very well. And he will miss. Okay. That's all he's got. Alright, Theron. You're up here, ready with your sniper rifle. You've got a bead on these guys, and all of a sudden, there is fog.
Yeah, I'm gonna facepalm.
Now, not all is lost. Because you were in stealth, because you were not seen, you would be able to shoot one of these things with advantage. Now they're in the fog, which would give you disadvantage to shoot them, but because you have advantage and disadvantage, they cancel out. So it would be a normal attack, which you could still make if you want. Or you could reposition.
Can you see the ones on the other trees?
Yeah, you can see them.
If I shoot the one in the tree with that line of sight, am I at an advantage?
This one here?
Instead of...
Yeah. You'd still be at advantage to attack that one.
Well, I'm gonna shoot that guy then.
Alright. He lines up his shot. Give me a shoot. So you should be able to, under your name, in inventory, should be able to choose your sniper rifle. Give it a click. Attack. Hit the attack button with advantage. Alright. That is just enough to hit. Go
Nice.
ahead and do your damage. I'm going to roll a Constitution saving throw because your sniper rifle fires with such force. It shrugs it off, though. Go ahead and hit the damage button under the attack button.
Okay. Normal.
Yes, normal. Okay. 13 damage. Actually, hang on. I gotta calculate something here because you have fire rounds, which is almost essential for hunting these things. Because most of the creatures on Havian have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, but they are particularly weak to fire, so that's actually 5 plus 6, 11, bringing it down to that. Boom. As your round fires, it echoes through the trees, pow! Blasting this thing as the whole tree seems to move slightly as it is hit. It is badly injured and clinging to the top of this tree with everything it has.
Nice.
Alright, would you like to move or attempt to stealth again because you have just announced your position?
Yeah, I will stealth again. Might as well.
Okay. So you try and duck down behind that rock some more. Give me another stealth roll. Okay. Oh, actually, roll that again because you actually have advantage because of your fancy cloak.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
We'll take the better one.
Advantage.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 22 as he vanishes once again. The cloak ripples with a hexagonal pattern mimicking the snow and the leaves, and he seems to vanish like a ghost. All right, Bjorgir. You just got attacked by some squirrels who couldn't put a dent on you, and then the fog arose around you, obscuring vision. As a barbarian of your build, you have a special ability called Rage.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
As a bonus action, you can enter a battle rage, and as long as you keep getting hit, or you keep hitting things, if you ever go a turn where neither of those things happen, you lose it. But as long as one of those two things happens, either you get hit or you hit something, then you get to keep it. While you are in your battle rage, any damage done against you is halved.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay. Alright, so he activates his rage. Alright, and then, what do you do?
I'm going to try to get the nearest squirrel next to me.
Okay.
Nearest squirrel to me.
Alright, you are currently in the fog. It's hard to see them as they dart around. They're the same color as the snow. But as you swing around your axe, it catches the mist, and the blue firestone blade on it seems to ignite ever so slightly more as you swing it through the mist. Go ahead and make me a battle axe strike. It's going to be up in your inventory. Go ahead and click that,
Alright.
and it's going to be with disadvantage on this attack because you're striking in the mist. You want to hit? You want to hit the little button that says attack.
Where's attack?
It should. You see the side chat on the right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. As you swing your axe through the air, it will almost ignite ever so slightly more with the mist. As you swing it over the top, just narrowly missing the creature's ears, you feel like you nicked something, but nothing important, as you smell just the faintest scent of blood on the air.
Ooh.
That will end your turn. As the squirrel that just got nicked by you moves around, he will attempt to move around you out of the mist so that he can see, and he will attempt an attack on you. He will claw at you. Striking true. He will find a gap amongst your swinging. As you swing wild above his head, it will roll under and then slash at the back of your legs. It will do 6 damage. However, because you are in your battle rage, that will do only 3. So the way you adjust that, you can right click on your character token, and there's that 17 just beneath you. That is your HP. So if you'll subtract 3 from that,
14.
put you at 14. Yes, sir. As it slashes you in the back of the leg, you barely feel it, but you know where it is. The next one up in the tree has just been shot by a sharp piece of hot shrapnel flying through the air. It knows where it came from, but I don't know if it sees it yet. Let's see if he can see you. As he looks in the direction, he does not. He can't seem to find where it came from, and so it's going to help its friends down here. It will leap from the tree, and it will use its gliding feature to glide down all the way over here. Where it will
Even through the fog?
Over the fog. It knows that things were happening here, and it sees that its friend is fighting over here. So,
Wasn't this 2 times the size, though?
hang on. With that perception of 8, there's no way he sees that. You're right. Let's see. What would he come for? He can't see you either. He's gonna fly off in the direction of where he thinks he got shot from. He'll come over here and then land in the snow. And that's as far as he will go. Actually, he will do one other thing. He will attempt a screech, as it will make a deafening, shrill call in this direction. Theron, although you are stealthed, you are not soundproof. Please hit that DC 11 Constitution saving throw button for me, please.
Normal?
Normal, yes. Okay. Although the screech is piercing, you hear it. You manage to pull your hood down just enough and plug one ear. It does not affect you. Very good. Alright. This other Haas in the tree. Let's see if its perception is good enough to see anything going on over there. No, it won't be able to see. It sees its friend over here. It's definitely fighting something, but it can't really see, and so it is going to glide over to the top of this tree, and then it is going to hold an action. Alright, Thunk. The mist is about. You hear the slashing and the hacking, and you see the glowing blue of Bjorgir's axe swinging around in a circle. What do you do?
I guess, can I jump down there?
Yeah, you can jump down there. Falling does not take distance, so hopping down from the tree doesn't either.
So can I go there?
Yes you can. Not right on top of this creature, but next to it somewhere.
I guess I probably saw him, right?
You knew where he was when you cast your fog cloud, yeah. Alright.
Can I see this guy?
You can faintly make him out in the fog. If you were to attack him, it would be at disadvantage.
I'd like to attack him.
Okay. You attack him with your claws, or you attack him with a spell?
Try my claws.
Okay. Awesome.
So I hit attack.
Attack with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Mm-hmm, because you're in the fog. Ooh, that first one will miss. However, you have a second one. You hit that attack button with disadvantage again. Alright. Let me see. That will hit it.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll me a damage, please.
Damage. Normal?
Normal, yes. Alright. Because it is a wild creature of Havian, it seems to resist your claws, but you could expect that already, as you dig into it, barely scratching the surface. Alright, so that was movement, that was your full attack. You have spells that are a bonus action, however, that would be your last major spell that you could cast.
Oh, I can only cast one spell?
You have one. You can cast 2 first level spells in a day, basically. let's see. There's you have let me see. You have one bonus action spell actually. It's Healing Word, and it's for healing somebody. So maybe hang on to that for now. Nobody's in terrible pain yet. Cool. All right. Well, in that case, then we'll move on to the next turn. This Hasa will see that you have arrived, but that thing is way more threatening, and it will attempt to attack it with disadvantage in the fog as he strikes out at Bjorgir, missing once again. He is just too nimble and too quick and too massively awesome.
Oh yeah.
All right, Theron. The thing that you shot has just landed over here and screeched, but it does not appear to know where you are. It's hunting, though.
I think I want to take it out before it finds me.
It's a good idea.
Alright, I'm going to shoot it with my sniper rifle then.
At advantage because you're very well stealthed.
Perfect. Alright, let's see. Inventory. That guy. Attack. Advantage.
That'll hit. Give me damage. Ooh, yeah, that's the good damage. That's the good stuff right there. As you line up your rifle as it comes down, you will shoot it, and its head will pop clean off as it rolls off into the woods. The head will be grabbed by a root as it triggers a small stick that pokes out of the grass, and the whole root will curl up and grab it and pull it under the snow. But the body lays there, clean.
Wow. One down.
All right. Do you still have movement or stealth or whatever else you want to do?
Well, did my shot potentially alert the other ones to my
Yes.
presence?
Your attack would break your stealth, so it makes a loud crack, boom.
So, and I can't shoot again, correct?
No, you cannot.
Okay, then I want to do that stealth thing again.
In fact, also, your sniper rifle, because of the type of weapon that it is, can fire twice. But next turn, you'll have to take the action to vent it and release the excess heat before it can be fired again.
Okay, and I can't do that this turn?
You can't do that this turn, no, because you just took your
Gotcha.
action to shoot.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna do. Let's see here. The attributes.
If I might give you another option, you could put your sniper rifle away, and then next turn pull your shotgun out instead, because your shotgun doesn't need cooling.
Perfect. Okay. What would be the range on the shotgun?
So the shotgun, let me check. Looking at your inventory, your tactical shotgun has an effective range of 80 to 320 feet.
Oh, okay. And would that potentially be able to hit that squirrel closest to me?
Yes, but not this turn.
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna switch guns.
Okay, swapping guns. Okie dokie. Stows his sniper, pulls out his shotgun. Are you gonna move, or are you gonna hang out there?
Oh, let's see. I'm just thinking of. I want to still try to stealth myself.
Okay. Yeah, roll me a stealth check then. At advantage, because you're cloaked. Yeah. Nice.
Perfect.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Anybody notice you? Nope. Even with a crit, because it's an ability check. You can't crit on ability checks. Nope. And I don't think they're capable. Nope. Your roll was so high they're not even capable of noticing you as you blend like a ghost into the snow.
Sweet.
Very nice. Okie dokie. Bjorgir, your battle rage continues as you are surrounded by small enemies. They are nothing before you. What do you do?
Am I able to like charge like a right here to get out of the fog so I could see clearly?
Yes.
Like
you
right here?
could move. If you move to here, you'll be moving out of this one's effective range, and it will get a chance to attack you. It's called an attack of opportunity. However, it has to do it at disadvantage because it's in the fog, so the chances are high that it'll miss.
Well, I'm trying to get that one.
Yeah. Hop out of that fog. That would be a good move.
Alright. Now I'm going to take down that guy.
Okay. Before you do, this one will attempt to attack you with disadvantage. Does a 16 meet your armor class? I think it does. It's the little.
What does?
It's the little shield in your character sheet under your portrait.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I? So what do I do?
If a 16 hits, then it will do damage. 8, but because you're in your battle rage, that does only 4.
Okay.
So go ahead and take 4 damage for me, please.
Okay.
Nice.
All
Alright.
right.
Now you can attack him.
Alright.
Not a disadvantage.
All right. So attack normal.
Normal. Nice, that'll hit. Give me that damage.
Ooh. Where's the damage?
It's the button right under the attack button you pressed.
Normal.
Yeah, normal. Ooh, yeah, that's what I like to see. Very nice.
Nice,
Let's see.
Joel.
How much of that is fire? Let's see, that's 6. 10. Ooh, you cleave into this thing as it is badly injured as your axe comes flying down from above. You sink it deeply into the creature. It is screeching in pain and not happy about this at all. Alright, very nice. He's tanking, he's slashing, he's doing awesome things. This squirrel is not happy. It is going to screech at you. In the hopes of helping its friends. If you will hit that button right there under the screech, it's a DC 11.
Where's DC 11? Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, that's the one. Press that one for me.
Normal, just look at.
Oh, you pass. It screeches. Its pitiful bellows mean nothing to you, as it does not even bother you in any way. Its fellow, however, will glide down from this tree and will attempt to slash you with its claw. And that will hit.
Ooh.
I know that will.
Yikes.
And it will do 2 damage to you as you are in your battle rage. Okay. Alright. Let's see here. Alright. Thunk. You hear the sounds of battle and slashing and crashing happening just outside the fog cloud that you've erased. You know that they have probably moved beyond the borders of it, but you can't quite make them out.
I can still see this guy right here.
Yes, you can.
I'm just going to attack him again.
Okay.
But
You gonna use your fancy claw?
yeah, my primal savagery.
Yeah, click that one.
You channel primal magic to cause your teeth, your fingernails to sharpen, ready to deliver a corrosive attack. Make a melee spell attack against one creature within 5 feet of you. On a hit, the target takes 1d acid damage. After you make the attack, your teeth or fingernails return to normal. So, do I hit this?
And
And I hit attack?
Yes, with disadvantage though. Nice. That'll hit. And then do
Nice,
the
Jacob.
damage. Did you hit the damage button?
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Normal?
Yep, normal. Pow. 4. That's not a very good roll, but because it is acid damage, it takes the whole thing rather than half. As you corrosively claw into it, using the magic of the moons, something else happens when you do. As your claws enlarge and claw into it, there is a force, a red burst of energy, knocking this Hasa to the ground. It is now prone, which has a variety of problems with that. When you're prone, it takes half of your movement speed to stand back up. And if you're prone, attacks against you have advantage.
Okay.
So that's good to know. Okay. Unfortunately, it is its turn next. Are you planning to move anywhere? Or do
I just
anything
did
else?
one thing, right?
Yeah,
I
you-
didn't move.
Yeah, you just did the one thing.
So that's just my spell. Do I get to use my Gidon Claw?
In this case, no, because it took you focus to cast the spell to do an extra good Gidon Claw, basically. It takes your action to cast a spell. Whereas normally your action would have 2 claws. If it's special, it's just the one.
Okay.
So you still have
So
bonus
what
action.
option?
You have bonus action, and you have movement. Your buddy Bjorgir over there is starting to get a little low on health. This would probably be a good time for that bonus action Healing Word as your last first level spell for the day.
Healy word?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what is that? Healy.
Healing
Oh,
Word.
healing word.
Yeah.
Creature of your choice that you can see within range, except I can't see him. Regains hit
You
points.
can see him. You can see him. He's just obscured. He can still be targeted.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Okay. Go ahead and click that one there
Yeah.
for me. And hit that healing button.
Normal.
Yeah. Awesome. What do you say?
Me?
Yeah. Oh, no,
Uh,
What do I say?
yeah, what's your healing words?
Really? Let's see here. Creatures spellcasting. The spell has no effect on it. Man, I gotta think of a funny something. I don't have anything at the moment.
Ouchie gone. There we go.
Ouchie gone. I like that.
God. All right, Bjorgir gets healed for 5. He's back up to 13. He's back in the green. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right. Ending the turn. This one is currently prone, not happy about it, and definitely doesn't want to stay that way because that would be tactically unsound. It will spend half of its... Not you, sorry. It'll spend half of its movement standing up, and then it will attempt to attack you, Thunk, because you knocked his socks off. He will try and attack you with disadvantage in the fog, and I think that misses. Yeah, because your AC is 13, yes?
13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it will miss you with its claw, and it will be infuriated about it as you can hear it chittering angrily in the fog. Theron!
All right. I'm gonna shoot the one that's badly injured,
Mhm.
just in front of Joel.
Okay. Go ahead and fire me that shotgun instead then.
Here.
Don't hit Joel.
yeah? Yeah, I'm here.
Don't hit Joel.
Oh,
Don't hit Joel, yeah. That will hit. Go ahead and make
Perfect.
the damage roll. Ooh, yeah. Alright. This does not have fire rounds. It is regular piercing, but that is enough damage to blast this thing as it is peppered with small bits of metal and falls into a bloody heap in the snow, turning the snow around it a deep red. Nice shot.
Another one down. Thank you. All right. And then I think, can I move to like right here and still have like advantage in seeing them or something like that? I'm not gonna fall off this edge, right?
So there's a big old tree right here, and trees
Mm.
are incredibly terrifying. You don't want to stand next to that
That's right.
tree.
I don't want to stand next to it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna come out into the open right here,
Okay.
so that I can start moving towards the action.
You could make it down here behind these rocks,
Okay.
and if you wanted to try and stealth behind these rocks, that's also possible.
That's what I'm gonna try to stealth behind the rocks.
Okay.
Try to be nimble.
Oh, actually, hang on. You're not a rogue.
Mhm.
I've been doing this wrong the whole time. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna say your cloak is fancy enough. You could do that as a bonus action. Yeah. We'll do that for now.
Okay. Do you have to roll the
The stealth again. Yeah.
stealth? Okay.
Nice. Yeah, they can't beat that. None of them know where you are. Your cloak blends into the stone, and you look like another rock over here.
Perfect.
Very nice. Alright. Bjorgir, you feel the ouch be gone as the invigoration fills your muscles once again. This one explodes. There is an enemy to your south, however, who tried really hard to hit you.
I'm gonna take him out with all my power.
Yeah.
Am I still in rage mode?
You are still in rage mode.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to take him out.
Alright. Swing that axe.
Alright. Attack
Mhm.
and normal.
Attack normal. That'll hit. And then give
Alright.
you damage.
Normal.
Yep. Ooh, yeah. Alright. So that's gonna be 5 plus 2, 7. Okay. Cool. It'll take a bunch of damage from your axe as the fire blazing from the blade slashes through its fur. But it is still standing, though it is badly injured. It cries out a yelp of pain.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Nice, Joel.
Thanks.
That's most of what you can do. That one's dead. That one's dead. This one, it is badly injured, attempts to attack Bjorgir again, attempting unsuccessfully to dodge the axe. It will swing out with one of its claws, and that will hit. As it will strike you for 3 damage, because it always rounds down. As you take half, because you're battle raging.
Yeah.
Alright. It screeches. It is fighting with all it has. Alright, Thunk. You are still in the middle of this cloud of mist.
Okay. I'm gonna do my thunderclap.
Oh ho ho. Alrighty.
One action, self. You create a burst of thunderous sound which can be heard 100 feet away. Each creature other than you within 5 feet of you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 1d6 thunder damage.
Nice. Alright. You crack. Boom!
Is it normal or?
It is
Disadvantage.
normal, but you don't... this is normal because there's no sight involved. You just explode. You don't actually have to roll that. You're safe because it's originating from you. But something else does happen. Oh boy. Okay. So that's good. You channel the power of the moons into this one, and something happens as it will fail its Constitution saving throw, and then it will take 1d6 thunder damage, maximized. So that is going to be 6 total because of the moon casting. And ignore that. That should be a 6. It takes 6 full damage as the thunderous blast knocks it back. The thunderous boom can be heard all across the map from the middle of the fog cloud. Theron, you hear it. A loud, echoing rumble of thunder blasts out. Alright, what else you got? That was your cantrip.
Well, I can do another spell,
You can cast a spell, yes.
or can I
wait,
hit with
no.
get on claw?
No, actually no, because the... let me check something here. Thunderclap takes an action, so that takes your attack action.
Oh.
Yep.
So now my action is either move or
Basically move, because all of your bonus action
or
options are
spell.
spent. Your spells that could be cast are all run out now.
They're all run out?
Yeah, you cast your 2 major spells for the day. You'll need to rest before you can do it again.
Oh. Okay.
So you can move, but if you do, then it gets an attack of opportunity on you as you try and get away.
So really, that's my only option is move or not?
Move or not, yep, and that would end your turn.
Guess I'm going to just stay.
Okay. He stands his ground after exploding on this thing. Very good. Alright, it is unhappy. I need to make a morale check for it, because they're not exactly the bravest things ever. Yeah, no, it's going to try and run away. As it will attempt to run, you, Thunk, get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
You can use a Gidon Claw to attempt to
Gidon
strike
Claw.
Get him,
Attack.
Jacob.
Yep.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage because the smoke. That'll still hit though. Do damage. Oh man! As it attempts to get away, you catch it in the mist as you slash at it and you claw it in the back as it screeches in pain. It makes its way about 10 feet away before finally collapsing in the snow. You can see its shape just kind of slump into the snow. Very nice. It tried to run, that's what it gets. Alright, Theron. There's one left standing.
Alright, let's see. Is Joel in the way? Can I still shoot the thing?
You can still shoot the thing, yeah. There's no friendly fire unless it's intentional.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the thing then.
Okay.
It's my shotgun.
It's a really accurate shotgun.
Very accurate.
It's
started-
the new tech, right?
It's got fall off around 300 feet. Pow! Alright, that will hit. Do me damage. When you think about it, that's only about 35 feet away. That's not very far, Jacob. Pow! That shot will eviscerate this squirrel as it falls dead.
Boom.
And with that, the combat comes to an end.
Yeah.
You did it. Alright, let's end this
Sweet.
combat. Let me clear the field of doodads.
Did Jonathan just kill 3 of them?
Yeah, he did.
Well, let's see. What should my character say? All eating or something like that, or something. I don't know. I'm trying to get into the character.
Yeah, me too.
What's he say?
He says, well, oh, I don't know. My mind went blank. Too easy. There we go. Oh, too easy.
There we go, yeah. Sounds rad. Alright, as you finish the combat, Bjorgir, still breathing heavy from his battle rage and nothing left to swing at, is surrounded by corpses. The snow is red with the blood of your fresh kills. The sounds of other animals have dispersed. All is quiet around you. And the mist from Thunk's spell eventually dissipates. And all is calm once more. As you, oh, go ahead, John.
Is this our turn?
Yeah,
Well, I was gonna say, so this trading post that we're near, we have to provide something to have stay. Should we collect like the furs, or kind of prove that we went and got something? Is these things not the things we're after?
So these are the things you're after on this hunt. You found what you're after. However, there are 4 of them, and it's kind of a small haul. 4 of these things will probably feed the three of you for a week, but what of the others, right? Something is strange about this hunt and this scarcity. Normally there's more. You'll want to gather them up and then take them with you back to the camp. But as you do, I need all three of you to make me a perception check.
Normal?
Perception.
Yeah, normal. Alright. Thunk and Bjorgir, as you guys are gathering these bodies up to tie them together and gather them to be carried by Bjorgir's faithful mount, Traco.
Ooh.
It will come, and it's got a bit of a sled hitched to it, as this big bird, furry bird creature, dragon lizard, is ready to carry them away. You guys busy yourselves harnessing them and tying them to the sled. Theron, as you're helping but kind of letting them do the heavy lifting, because after all, they are much stronger than you are, and all these Hassa are incredibly heavy. You are a Terran. Your mind is strong, but your body on this planet is very weak. As you watch them do that, your scanner on your visor will pick up a curious thing right about over here. A little beep, 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 beep.
Am I able to make it out, or is it kind of more like a heat signature where I'm like, there's just something over there?
It appears to be a set of tracks, but you're not really sure from your position.
Interesting. I'm gonna go check that out then.
Okay.
Just drag my guy over here.
Yeah, right about here. As you approach the signature from your visor, you will note that there are a series of tracks that lead off to the east through the trees. Make me a nature check, or survival. Actually, for you it'd be survival.
Okay.
Right. As you're looking at these tracks, there's something strange about them. They have 5 toes.
Interesting. 5 toes.
Now, the reason this is extra interesting, as you glance over at your companions, you will notice that Thunk has 2 clawed toes that face forward, as do all the Hassa. They all have very similar feet. Small feet, 2 large claws. Bjorgir is a common, so he has 3 toes, 2 forward-facing toes and a thumb on the side, kind of like a monkey from back home. Most creatures on this planet have a variety between 3 and 2 toes, but this thing has 5, and it looks vaguely like a human foot, but bigger.
Can I do like a knowledge check or something like that, where I kind of compare it to my past experiences as a ranger or something like that?
Yes. Make me a history check.
Okay.
Okay. In your past experiences hunting as a ranger on Havian, you've never seen tracks like these. However,
Okay.
Back on Terra, as a child, you heard the Bigfoot stories. This reminds you of that.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna. Do I still have like the ability to do something?
Yeah. You guys are all 3 whatever you choose to do. By this point, Bjorgir and Thunk will have finished assembling the Hasa to the sled, and they're ready to go. You guys still have free reign before you go back to camp. You let me know when you're ready to go there.
So I'm gonna, since Thunk is right next to me. Hey, Thunk, there's some tracks over here. I'm gonna let him know so that there's more input on this.
Okay.
Okay. Am I able to like? So I can't use any magic until I rest.
Yes, that's
So I'm
correct.
tired.
Yeah, you've spent your magic.
Alright. Cool. I see the tracks.
You do. You see the tracks. They are strange. Very strange.
I was trying to see if I had something interesting, but yeah, these are all my things I can't use.
Besides your spells, you have your skills and abilities. You are a strong survivalist and are adept at nature because you are one with the wilds. Go ahead and make me a nature check when analyzing these footprints.
So where is my nature? Oh, it's okay. This is skills. Okay. Nature check normal.
Unfortunately, as you analyze the tracks, you discern nothing beyond what Theron has already pointed out. They are large, 5-toed feet.
I've never seen these before. Which direction are they facing again?
They appear to be going off towards the east. Through the trees. Yes, Joel.
I would like to join in on the conversation.
Yeah, they're over here mumbling about something on the ground. Feel free.
What is it, Shield Brothers? What do you see?
Look at these tracks.
Maybe I can discern something. Maybe it's a beast I fought before.
Can I do a perception check or something?
You can give me a nature check as well. See if you pull off a
So
better
nature-
one than Thunk. Yeah, nature.
So, okay. Normal?
Normal.
Okay.
Okay. As you observe the track, it is indeed strange. 5 toes. You discern that it's got to be about as big as you are, based on how deep the track is. How big the foot might have been.
Whatever this was, it was a big beast, such as I could take down many of these Hasa.
I say we follow it. Bring in
Agreed.
another kill for the camp.
Question.
Sure.
Does that bird thing follow us, or does it just go off on its own?
It is incredibly loyal and will follow Borgir.
Okay. Even through the trees?
It will try, but it's not stupid.
But if they go into the trees will eat them.
Yes.
But I can go into the tree.
You can go into the trees because you have special quills on your back that notify you of danger. You can't be surprised. So the trees, although they snap around you, have a really hard time getting you. Everybody else will be very vulnerable, especially Theron. Theron's just waiting to get snacked on by a tree any moment now.
Now, question for you on Gidon,
Mhm.
just to try to get into character. They're very few words, correct?
You are a Gidon who has taken some time to learn how to communicate with these people. So you can speak as clearly as you want to, or you can caveman. Totally up to you. I've had other players play Gidon and they go full caveman with it, like thunk like rock, and that's fine. But you don't have to do it that way. Up to you. The Gidon are very tribal, and in the view of most civilized quotation marks civilized societies, they are considered to be wild animals. So essentially, you are a very, very intelligent chimpanzee who has learned how to talk.
Gidon, or Thunk check tree.
Go, shield brother. Tell us what you find.
Alright. As Thunk follows in through the trees, make me a survival check as you attempt to follow the trail.
Survival normal.
Okay. As you follow through the trees, occasionally one of the branches on the side of a tree will snap shut, pressing itself to the trunk and secreting its oozy liquids that are meant to paralyze prey, but you are nimble and quick and avoid them quickly and simply and easily as you follow these tracks. As they make the same path that you're making through the trees, something occurs to you. Whatever this is, it must have similar abilities to a Gidon. Otherwise, these trees would have grabbed it. As you make your way through, you will find a small bit of white fur, much like that of a Hasa. In fact, it smells like one, trapped on one of the branches. And a curious thing, there's a scrap of fabric, like the common wear, or even Theron. There's a little scrap of fabric with that fur snatched up onto the tree. The tree's attempting to eat it, but you know it won't get much out of that. As you follow the tracks, however, they go off for a little ways as you push your way through the trees and under the brush, sometimes climbing up a little higher to leap from one branch to the other. You follow the tracks, and eventually they start to get very hard to make out. As you go a little ways further and drop down to make sure that you don't miss them or that you don't lose the trail, you get down on the ground. Level. Yeah, you're on the ground level again. And the trail eventually kind of goes off into the snow beyond the trees, out into the open tundra, and then gets obscured by the snow, which is falling.
Over here?
Yeah, over in this direction, beyond here. Beyond the map. You go a good little ways out, you walk for about 5-10 minutes before eventually the trail smooths out to blank snow. A fresh new canvas on the barren white.
Okay.
But
and I can still see it.
The trail is lost. It kind of smooths out after a while, and all you see is blank sheet of snow.
A tundra.
Yep.
Okay. So I've lost it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm too tired to use my spell. Detect magic.
Yes, you're too tired to use that.
Okay.
Using the power of the moons is a little bit taxing. It doesn't necessarily tire you out fully, but it takes a certain degree of focus that you can only really pull off a few times a day.
Where's this power of the moons thing?
What do you mean? Oh, like how many?
Read about it.
Oh, yeah, I can tell you about it.
Okay.
So essentially,
I thought it was my character card or something.
Oh, no, it's not on the character card. What I can tell you is that Havian is a big snowy planet. It has 2 moons. One of them is big and red, and the other is smaller and green, and it has a little ring around it. The people of Havian, most of them anyway, see the moons as living guardians and protectors. Some of them worship them as gods. The Gidon see them as protector spirits. And them being in the sky is them watching over you. Your powers of the mind the powers that are in every tree and plant and creature. You as a Giron would believe that though that mind, that presence of self, comes from the moons themselves. They give that.
Yeah.
And every time you focus really hard on the moons, you are in fact inflicting their will on the world through your actions. So stirring up all that mist and snow earlier, that was you editing the world with the power of the moons.
Interesting.
Every time you make your claws extra special and spicy, that's you editing your body with the power of the moons.
Okay. Let's see here. Would nature, I have a nature skill, be able to help me in this regard while I'm over here, just to see if I can tell anything?
Well, because of the way skills work, actually, because you moved off and you went a distance and you thought about it, yes, you can roll nature again. We'll see if you do better than that 5. That's pretty good. Okay. Alright. One thing you can tell from the nature of these tracks, which you've lost the trail. They kind of go off into the distance, and that's something you probably won't be able to pick up again, but from watching how it moved and how its path moved through the trees, you can tell a few things. One, Bjorgir is right. This thing is big. It walks on 2 legs. It has the 5 toes. And it must have some kind of cool mechanism like Gidon do with the quills to be able to move through these trees unscathed. There's also a strange scent about it. There's a scent that you kind of pick up from places that it's brushed against on this trail. It smells like Hasa. And it smells like a Gidon.
Huh.
And it smells like Theron.
Oh, it smells like Theron.
Mm-hmm.
Like me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theron would be the only Terran you've ever met, Funk. But he's weird. He's skinny and too light, and he wears bits of armor, and he's got these things on his leg. He's kind of like a bug. He's like a weird, spindly, stringy bug.
Yeah. Oh, smell like you. Bad juju.
What do you mean smell like Theron? Explain.
Old Spice. It's a popular scent, I must admit.
Bad juju. Lost trail. No good.
Can we... So we see these tracks going off into the east.
Mhm.
Where do they come from?
They don't. They appear here, as if from nowhere. Like they landed here, and in fact the tracks that you found are deeper than the ones that walk off. And then they walk off into the east.
Bad juju. Let's eat. I'm tired.
Let us feast upon the Hasa.
You're tired? I killed 3 of those rodents. He didn't do anything. How are you tired?
Me want to eat. I have wounds. I need sustenance.
Time to go back
Come,
back to the camp then, huh?
come, Draco. Let us ride to glory.
Right.
Am I able to do like another maybe perception check to see if there's anything further down south?
Yeah, make me a perception check. It appears that if there were any other creatures around here, they have been scared off by the sounds of battle. You know that Hasa tend to band together, and very rarely will they break and run if another one of them is in danger. So you're pretty confident that these 4 are the only ones that were in the area.
Okay. Then I will reluctantly agree to go back as well.
Okay. All right, stand by. We've got to go to a new map. First new map of the game. Oh yeah.
While you do that, may I take a 5-minute bio break?
Yeah. Take a quick little
Okay.
break, and we'll do that. I'm just getting a couple of things quickly set up here.
It's a pretty cool game, Nathaniel.
Hey, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it so far.
Yeah, I definitely love how you made my character in the art. He looks really cool.
He's a Viking. I like him.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, this is pretty sweet. Just the visual aspect and the ability to interact and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I like having a map and music. It just adds something to the experience. So.
Yeah, the music for sure.
Mm-hmm. And these characters are so cool. I'm so proud of you guys. They're awesome characters.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty awesome.
They're real neat. I'm very pleased.
Mm-hmm.
Very pleased with this batch. You never know what you're gonna get, but you guys are popping off already. So.
Yeah. A question about my axe: is it a double head or is it a single head?
It is a big. It's a big single head. I can tell you a little bit more about it. Your axe is made of a material that the common use. It is a traditional local material that is pulled out of the earth. It glows blue and burns with a blue icy fire when in contact with water. So it burns automatically in contact with the air by burning the moisture. But it gets hotter if you drag it through snow and that kind of thing. It is almost imperative when you're hunting things in the wild, because most creatures out there can barely be hurt unless you're packing some real firepower like Theron, or you have firepower on a stick, which is what most common use. They use this firestone material. Some will say that it is the tears of Mosai, the green moon, that a long time ago a terrible catastrophe happened, and the goddess Mosai cried glowing blue tears, which sprinkled across Havian, and that's what the common people use to survive. So. Yeah. Firestone, also sometimes referred to as the Tears of Mosai.
Ooh. What can you also tell me about the shield? Because it looks like it's partially made of bone and also metal. I see the Viking runes. Pretty cool.
Let me pull up that art so I see it a little closer. So your armor and your shield are made primarily from plate shell and Kyriakodon scales. They're these
I'm back.
large insects. Welcome back, Jig. I'm giving some lore dump based on equipment here. We talked about Firestone for weapons, and talking about armor and shields made of Kyriakodon hide and scales. Although they are scale and bone, they're bug carapace. They are easily as strong or slightly even stronger than the metals that Theron would be familiar with back on Terra.
Oh, that's cool.
They are strong as steel. Everything on this planet is built for survival. The gravity here is actually a little bit higher, so everything is heavier. In fact, if you look on Theron's art, you'll see those the braces and the the kneecaps on his legs.
Mm.
Those
Yeah.
are not for show. Those are to make sure that he does not eventually suffer brittle bones, because the world crushes down on you a little each day.
Oh.
Early onset of bad knees.
Exactly. But you've got the
That-
gadgets to live here. You're basically an astronaut. All right. So if we got everybody, as you make your way back through the woods, I need to find local music for this. All right. As you guys make your way back through the woods, making your way to the Kimadon trading post. As you arrive, the first thing you will notice is the feeling of safety. This place is protected.
Are we in a new map?
Yeah, we're in a... Oh, I need to activate it. You're right. Thank you. Let me know when you're loaded.
Loaded.
Okay.
Yep.
I am loaded.
All right.
Loaded.
As you guys enter this settlement at the edges, coming down from the north, heading south into the camp, this place is a place of safety. There's a large fire, a large pyre that is kept in the center, a big bonfire. It's kept lit constantly, and it holds off the creatures of the dark and of the wild. And there are also small firestone torches, these blue ones, scattered throughout the place that illuminate paths and important structures. There are people whose entire job it is to keep these lanterns fed and lit at all times. They're known as lamp custodians, and they maintain these lights constantly. Since the weather on Havian can both be harsh and unpredictable, keeping these flames lit is almost essential to the camp's survival. Ropes are also seen that cordon off certain areas, primarily around the roots of a great snap tree to the northeast of camp. These are there to protect passers from inadvertently triggering a root and being captured by the tree. Though the tree provides shelter, warmth, and attracts food with its scents, the tree is incredibly dangerous and must be treated with respect and caution. That's this big thing over here. Sometimes snap trees get so large that entire cities can be held within. This one is really only about big enough around for a sizable house. Kamen have been known to live in large trees. But as you enter town, the safe path would be between these lamps. And you know that you want to go to the center pyre to present your hunt so that it can be counted and collected. Bjorgir's just running. He dashes through the ropes.
Meat! I need meat!
Let's see, I'm gonna bring your mount as it cautiously makes its way down the actual path. Theron, this place is strange to you, and you as a Terran are a foreigner, not only to this settlement, but to this planet. Terrans came to this planet, let me see, based on the current timeline, about 10 years ago.
Hmm.
So you would have been a younger man when you arrived in a planet that was meant to be a potentially a third homeworld in the Tri-Terran Alliance. There's 2 planets that Terrans live on. This would be the third. And upon arrival, you all learned how very hostile it can be. It's currently also being invaded. Well, not currently, but it's been host to an alien invasion presence the entire time you've been here, besides Terrans.
Okay.
So most of the people on this planet, the natives anyway, tend to look on Terrans with some degree of suspicion, especially when they're in groups. So while you've been in this settlement, although people tend to give you a little bit of a side eye, they're not opposed to interacting with you because you're on your own, and a Terran on his own is a curiosity, something of interest.
Okay.
Just so you know where you stand in this.
Yeah.
place.
Okay.
Well, he stands
Kind of-
way up the tree still.
Yeah, he's all the way up there on the path still,
I'm meandering in.
meandering. Doesn't want to.
I don't have a warm welcome like you two. I guess should I move my guy in there or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can go wherever you want. You live here currently.
Oh, okay.
A poke.
Oh, there you guys are.
Yeah, they're all down there by the fire pit.
Yeah, don't we have to present our stuff to someone, right?
As you come to the fire pit, you'll see that this small common woman occasionally picks up a large branch the size of her body and tosses it into the fire as it crackles and burns. Eventually, you will be joined by someone else who comes out from this tent area. As this gentleman come out. 1 second. Let's see here. It looks like this. As this gentleman will stride over towards the group, he will raise a hand to hail you in. Hunters, I see you. I saw you coming down the path. Did you have a good hunt? Did you have luck?
Don't do good.
We slayed 4 Hassa, and I here are my scars to prove it.
We? More like me.
I did a lot of bashing.
Don't do good.
Kuakao, the one of the leaders of this settlement, will kind of chuckle to himself as he has known the three of you to be rather bumping elbows jokingly every time you come back from a trip, but he will nod and seem pleased, but also everybody make me an insight check as you present that you have brought 4. Okay. He will kind of chuckle to himself. He will look over at the 4, and he will seem to sigh a little bit. He'll walk up. He's like, okay, cool. Very good. There are 4. He will do some counting. He'll pull out a small device, and it seems to glow blue. There's a Bjorgir, you would notice immediately that he has pulled out a pack. This is a small Firestone-based technology that allows common and other people who know how to use them to do a variety of things. Namely, they can transform matter into energy and vice versa. And they can email objects back and forth and things like that. They're very neato
that's
devices. Theron, you have seen all kinds of technology, but one of the things that Terrans have always been particularly impressed with on this planet is this technology. Packs are weird. They don't work the way tech should work. They work almost like magic. It's very strange. No Terran has truly been able to explain exactly how they function, but Terrans have managed to somewhat reverse engineer them and apply them to a variety of their own technologies. In fact, most of the things that you're wearing with that slight yellow glow to them, is a Terran version application of pack technology. The glow is different because it has a different output, and it's not quite the same.
Okay.
But Kuakao will come up, he will count some things on his pack, he will analyze those, and then he will say, good, we'll have these moved to the kitchens, and you will all be rewarded for your service. Unfortunately, there is a hiccup, as he will pull out from his pack, he will hit a few buttons, and blue streaks of lightning will jet out of it and then land in his hand, where several little square tokens will be formed. He will hand 7 of them to Bjorgir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. For you two, here is 1, 2, 3, 4. And Theron, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good work. These tokens, you would know that these tokens that he's given you, each of them is essentially a meal pass for a day.
Okay.
Sorry, like,
Why did he get 7? We get 4.
Oh, you see, well, for one thing, you are getting by with the minimum, yes? I see I count 4. So that is not very many. I'm not a hunter myself, so I don't know if this is normally to be expected, or if you are only trying half as hard. But additionally, beyond that, the Terran and the Gidon are expected to pull double duty because they are non-common. And this is the boss's orders. You should be happy. I have given you 4 instead of rounding down to 3 like she would.
Ridiculous.
You feel free to take it up with them if you want, but I wouldn't advise it. In any case, I will take these to where they need to go. Is there anything I can do? I realize it is unfair. This was not my decision. I think the 3 of you, and especially the 2 foreigners, do fine work for the trading post. But there have been difficulties recently, and mistrust is a factor.
What kind of difficulties?
Oh, there's, well, if I'm honest, the 3 of you are not the only hunters recently who have come back with a small haul. There are a lot of people here doing a lot of jobs. We need a lot of food. You know this. But there have been at least 2 other teams of hunters who have returned recently with less, even, than you have brought. This is going to be a problem. We are not sure what is doing it.
We found tracks. Something large, big as me. Something strange.
Oh. Do you think it was the Yakwai?
The what?
Oh, there's a rumor I heard recently of a Revdomako that is preyed on the region for years. It has so many spears and weapons sticking out of its back from people trying to hunt it for so long, but they stick from its back like quills on the Gidon. He'll look down at Thunk. No offense. But everybody, make me a nature check real quick as he mentions this. Right. Okay, so, first, Bjorgir and Thunk, both of you know what a Revdomiko is. Let me get you a picture here. A Revdomiko looks like this. You know them. Yeah, you know them to be these 10 to 12 foot tall solitary predators. They have an uncanny ability to go almost invisible in the snow, and then they're ambush hunters. They bear down on you, and they are incredibly heavy and strong and fast. They're incredibly dangerous predators. Theron,
No.
you can't help but notice that a Revdomiko has 3 toes.
Well, we would know that too, right?
Yeah, you would know that too.
No. No, Domoko. What is it called?
A Revdomiko, let me put it in here.
No, Rev Domoko. Rev Domoko.
What my compadre is trying to say is it had 5 toes.
Like Theron over here. I could take off his boot and show you his feet. He has 5 toes.
Smell like Theron.
That is very strange. Wait, Terrans have 5 toes? It's very
10
strange.
actually, but 5 on each foot.
Oh my goodness, how do you walk without stubbing them on everything?
Very carefully.
You should have seen the time where he kicked a chair on accident. He broke his tiny little toe.
Sounds
I didn't
terribly
bruise it. Heavily
inconvenient.
bruised it.
I see path. This no Rev Domoko. Smell like Theron. Act like Gidon. What was it? Like a row? Big like, what's his name? A Riho.
Bjorgir.
Yeah, big like Butter-gear.
Very interesting.
Very tiring. Time to rest.
I think
I rest now.
wait, please make a persuasion check though while you're at it, because you're giving all this information that is interesting and unique.
Persuasion.
All of us should, or
Yeah, you're all kind of talking about it together, so yeah, you can all pitch in. Two not very persuasive people so far. 3, okay. Okay, well, that seems strange. It will make quite a tale. I'll be sure to inform the bosses, so that, we can look into it, I suppose. But for now, yes, you should probably rest. You look tired, and you look a little injured.
hold on. Is there any other hunting parties that have mentioned weird things?
So far, no. You are the only ones who have mentioned to me.
Are there any hunting parties at this camp?
Oh, let me see. Yes, there are some. There is one group. There is one group in a house far to the south. There is a tent to the far south of the camp. Let me see. You can't miss it. It has red. It is a red tent. If you go there, there are some hunters there who might be able to tell you more. But for now,
Thank you.
Good luck and good rest. I will speak to you more about this in the morning. For now, I will take these, and good luck to you. As he will walk off and take the things. You have been left with tokens for the week. Each of those tokens gives you basically a day here.
To eat and all that.
To eat and stay and be in the safety.
Bjorgir, give me
Yes.
2 tokens.
Why?
I shot 2 squirrels coming after you. I think you mean to say thank you.
Rightfully mine, but fine, I'll give you 2.
Alright.
How many tokens did I get?
4.
Now, where'd those go? Where do you have those?
I'll put them in your sheet. I'm gonna say that they're your, gold, but they're not really. So, here's 4. They are now in your inventory. Bjorgir, you gave away 2, so you're down to 5. And Theron, you are also at 5. I did not mean to fire your sniper rifle twice. That's me lagging a little bit. All good. Okay. So yeah, you should have those now. Nice. Okay. So you guys are all
I
geared up.
I don't have any in my inventory.
Yeah, if you go in your inventory, there's a little golden square
Is that my character sheet?
in your character sheet. Yes.
Not on that little menu up top.
No, not on the menu up top. It'll be on the character sheet. In your inventory, there's 5 little spaces with little tokens. You have 4 gold ones.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
4 gold tokens.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. Okie dokie.
Thunk. Sleepy. Time to sleep. Time to rest.
Good plan.
I'm hungry. I need a feast. I need a sustenance.
You would know, Bjorgir, that trading in one of your tokens over here, you would be able to get food and sustenance, and you just pull up a table, and you are eventually brought a tasty helping of hasa and some fish and some kind of bird meat as well.
Is that class? If I sit and eat at a table, is that classified as a short rest?
That would be, but we're about to go into a long rest anyway, as we are approaching the end of the session. But yeah, you guys could gather to eat and rest. Go ahead, Johnny. What's up?
Oh, I was just gonna see if any of the other hunters had seen anything.
Okay. If you would like to go talk to the hunters, you need to find the red tent at the south.
This one?
As you poke into that one, you see no one. So probably not.
Check out that one.
There appears to be no one in this one either. Everyone seems to have gone to eat, but you suspect that this is probably the one that has been referred to.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I enter.
Okay. As you walk in through the door, let's see, you come in from here. So there's the door. You will see these individuals as they all turn to face you. The strange, geared up, very thin Terran.
How are you in? Are you guys in the tent?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna grab you two and put you also in the tent because you technically can't see. Actually, hang on. Let me see. You are. Oh. Let me move you here, and then you should be able to see under the tent. Can you see him now?
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, if you're under a roof, it takes the roofs away. Somebody made me this map. She's very cool. Her name is Ari. But Theron, as you step in, all eyes dart up at you, as all of these common will notice you. 3 common ha are small. They're about 4 feet tall, They're little guys. And this giant of a man, about the same size as Bjorgir, is sitting here in the corner, nursing a drink. What do you do as you've just walked into their house?
Walked in.
I kind of slowly take a look around, kind of survey where everybody's at, and then I guess,
Are you guys the other hunting party?
This young man will step up from this big padded cushion and walk right up to you and stand just before you. How tall are you, Theron?
what's the average height of a Terran?
I mean, you're like a human, regular human.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and say 6 foot.
Okay, 6 foot. You tower over this little man, but this little man walks up to you with a confidence that you have come to expect from Common. They tend to throw their weight around, but he will step up and look you straight in the eye as he will look up at your visor. And who are you that you would just walk into my house unintroduced?
I'm the guy asking the questions.
He will make me a make me an intimidation check there, Theron.
I'm the guy asking any questions.
Well, when we made my character, we said my guy's cocky, so I'm trying to go with that.
He's cocky. He's good. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Let's see here if he can outdo that. I don't think he can. No. Oh. Well, you walk in with a presence, Theron, and he will seem to back off a little bit. Okay, fair enough.
Nice.
Let me
Now.
let me make the introductions first then. My name is Eno of Clan Yan. Yes, some of us are hunters. How can I help you, strange Terran?
Listen, I just got back from a hunt. I didn't pull in as much as we thought, or as much as we wanted. I was only paid 4 food tokens. It's crazy. The thing is,
The music goes along with your story.
we saw some strange tracks. Considering you guys are the other folks out there, I wanted to see. Have you seen anything weird? Something that caused less squirrels or
Herons?
Asa, perhaps?
Hassa? Yeah.
Well, I can say that you are a man on a mission. Toda, he will point to this guy in the hood, as he will kind of look up from something he's working on. Make me a perception check there, Theron. You'll see as Toda is focusing on something on the table, something involving a long knife-like thing, but he also has several little vials and bottles of varying colored liquids. He will put that down, and with almost a sigh, step up. Yes, what? This Terran wants to know if we've seen anything strange on our hunts recently. The pickings are slim. Times are hard for all of us. And then Toda will turn, and he will walk back to doing what he's doing.
What about you, big fella? You seen anything?
This guy will take a big swig of his drink. Look, I'm on break and nobody's supposed to bother me. He seems to sway slightly on the cushion that he's sitting on, and then he takes another drink. I will deal with the things in the morning. What is that on your face? He will kind of point with a big clawed hand. He's like pointing at your face. What do you have a bug? You have a bug on your face. Here, let me get it. And he will pick up a coaster from the table and attempt to throw it at your face.
Okay.
He misses as it flies past you out into the street. Oh, I missed. Please, here, I will get it. He will stand up, and then he will fall flat on his face.
I see why you guys haven't had much success.
He's a lot better when he's not drunk.
What about you, lady?
I am not drunk, he will mumble into the carpet. I have barely had a drink. He's had 14, and he's like this every night. Kada will stand, and she will courteously bow. I am Kada, of Clan Yan, Moonspeaker. We have seen nothing strange, nothing particularly out of the ordinary, except for the pickings are slim, like they said. The hunts are lessened, and if I'm honest, there has been a strange feeling in the air, like a sour, kind of yellow note. I don't know.
What do you think that means?
I don't know. There are other creatures that have a similar feeling to them, I guess. You know of the Meganis, right? Theron, the Meganis are the other alien species on this planet. They are, they're like big, angry lizards. Most of them are incredibly enthusiastic about cybernetics and replace large portions of their body with robot parts. Beyond that, they seem to share a psychic connection of some kind, like there's some sort of hive mind. What one of them knows, the others know. And so when Terrans arrived in the first place, this would have been your seniors coming in, rolling in with guns and weapons and ships and all kinds of nifty, neato gadgets. They showed up, they saw that the Common were struggling against these Meganis creatures, fired all the guns, flew their ships at them, did all kinds of cool stuff, and then within a week, the Meganis had all of those things themselves. What one sees, they all see. And if enough of them see something, they figure it out, and then they make their own version. They are of one mind.
Do we...
Yeah, the Meganis.
Do we... Are we, like, on good terms, like, each species toward each other, or is there kind of some hostilities?
So, the Common and the Terrans are on pretty good terms. Mostly. Like, they kind of tolerate each other. The Common are the locals, right? They own this place. This is their home. The Terrans are treated as neighbors who showed up and tried to help, but kind of made a mess of things, and now they're kind of trying to fix that mess. But they're also Terrans. They're usually not easy to trust, because the solutions they come up with tend to be a little bit unsavory. Like,
yeah.
Terrans are not generally concerned with nature very much. And on a planet that is not their home planet, many of the rules of warfare, the laws that keep things civil, are not present. And so Terrans tend to be a little free and loose with how they use their monumental amount of technology. So the Common, while they welcome them, they're careful around you.
What about the Terrans and the
Meganis?
Meganis?
The
Yes.
Meganis cannot be reasoned with. They are creatures of instinct and hive mind. They don't talk. They just kill and eat and replicate technologies and then kill and eat some more. There has been rumor that they are aggressively looking for something specific, but it doesn't seem like they know exactly what it is.
Interesting. Okay. Is there a way for this conversation for me to either pick up whether or not they're hiding something from me, or if they're just kind of like I get the sense that they're telling the truth?
Yes, you can make me an insight check.
Okay. There it is.
Okay. From the vibe that you get in this room, they don't appear to be outright withholding information. They seem to be a little hostile because you just kind of walked in and haven't introduced yourself or used any kind of manners whatsoever. They seem to be, they're hostile about that. But everything they've said so far seems to be truthful and from the heart.
Gotcha. Okay. Alright. Well, there's something out there. Just keep your wits about you. Before I go, what are you working on over there? That bench.
None of business.
Intimidate him. Intimidate
Yeah,
him.
I should intimidate him.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Yeah,
You can try.
why not? Ooh.
Okay. With those rolls being low, but also close together, Theron, you will notice that he appears to attempt to be stealthy, but not successfully, of loading one of those liquid cartridges into the knife-looking like thing. And then he will look over his shoulder and step towards you.
Interesting.
What kind of gadgets do you have, man? Pull out the drones.
I don't know what his intentions are.
You can insight him.
He's
I will insight, yes.
Okay. Sometimes, when a creature attempts to scare another, and the target doesn't have anywhere to go but back out the way they came, the small creature has to either lose or fight. You get the impression that this guy is going to try and get rid of you in the most efficient way he possibly can, because he is unsettled by your presence. You've intimidated him into attacking you the moment he gets the chance. He has a weapon. He has a weapon behind his back, and he is ready to use it.
And
Good
I know
job,
all
John.
this.
Yeah, you know it.
cocky.
You're
You cocky
aware.
boy. Good job, buddy.
Hey, you said intimidate him, so don't put this on me.
Got that.
You pushed the button.
Got that backseat driver going on.
Yeah.
Thunk psychic connection to Theron.
Thunk has a different. Actually, Terrans are immune to psychic connections of any kind.
Oh.
He cannot be affected by the power of the moons on this planet.
Oh.
Huh.
He's not from here. He doesn't belong.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, what do you do as the situation has become dire?
Let me see. I'm gonna try to, I don't know, calm him down. Be like, hey, back off. You know, kind of point it out. Hey, I see what you're doing.
He
Can
will.
you intimidate him on top of intimidate?
You've
intimidate
already tried. You've already tried to intimidate him. He's like, "Oh, I know. You are fearsome, and you are being a problem." He will hold the dagger out to his side. You can see that there's some kind of mechanism that links that vial of bright green, almost glowing liquid into it, like some kind of mechanism.
Get it. Take it.
If
Can
you
you
are,
do it? Can you do an insight on the technology?
no.
He's a technology guy, right? So he should be able to like do like
See,
a
he can do an Arcana check if you want to know what that thing is.
what's
Let's
an
do that.
Arcana check?
So Arcana is knowledge of magic, and because technology is a magic system, that would be what you use for deducing what things are. Okay, that dagger is really bad news, Theron. That's
Okay.
probably some kind of horrible poison meant for something much bigger than you.
Prior to this confrontation, what are the camp rules with violence and fighting?
Okay, so camp rules for violence and fighting. 1, don't. If you do, don't let anybody hear about it, because rule number 1 is don't. And you're a Terran. The bosses in this place don't care what happens to you.
Great.
And you should have known that. You grew up in this town.
He didn't grow up in this town. He grew up on Terra. He's been on this planet for about 10 years. I'm not sure
And
why he's here, but that's up to him to decide.
Trying to find out what the footprints are. All right.
Well,
I
you have aggravated some of the more easily aggravatable people in this camp, so whoopsie.
By yourself too.
Listen.
No
I
backup.
know. Well, so you guys wanted food, so. All right, listen. You take one step closer, and it's not going to be good for you.
Make me a persuasion check there, Theron.
Are you pointing a gun at him or something?
You just
No, I'm just talking right now. I'm not getting
persuading him. Mm-hmm.
persuaded.
You see, he has a knife, and you don't have a gun out.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
Oh my gun out!
unfortunately, he tests you by stepping forward.
What you got, John? What's in your inventory?
Toto will look up at you. He will hold the knife out. I am going to
As a gift?
stick you with this in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
I'm not going to shoot him. I'll back up slowly.
Okay, good choice. As you back up slowly and leave the tent. Joel, yes.
Scaredy cat.
I noticed that Theron is gone, so I walk over to where I last seen him, and I say,
Hey, where have you been, Theron? I've been telling about the skulls, about singing about our exploits today. What were you doing in that tent? Please, enlighten me.
Nothing.
Excellent.
I know you
Yeah.
enough, Theron. I know you long enough, Theron. You've been up to something. Now, what is it?
Well, why don't you go in the tent? Find out.
All right,
was
I
trying to
will. All right, let's go into the tent.
Going into the tent. Oh. Toto's back over here, tinkering with stuff. Enho will see you come in. Can I help you?
Hey, I was wondering where my shield brother has been. He came out of his tent and wanted to know what's going on. So, what's been going on?
Well, it seems your shield brother shares a trait with you, big fella. I didn't hear a name or an introduction of any kind.
I am Bjorgir, the mighty slayer of many beasts.
Oh, very good, Bjorgir the Mighty. It is nice to meet you. I am Enno, scion of Clan Yan.
Nice to meet you, Enyo.
Yes, good. Now, do you have business here?
I've been wondering what's been keeping my friend Theron from joining us at the feast.
I don't know what has been keeping him. He walked in the door and started asking questions.
What kind of questions?
Questions about, strange things seen on the hunt? Nothing specific. He didn't say anything. He just asked us.
Back in, John. Back in, John.
He didn't tell you about the 5-toed creature as big as I that went wandering off in the woods after we killed the 4 Asa?
He did not, but that sounds like some kind of barren white tale. A mother's legend or something.
I saw the tracks with my own eyes. Had 5 toes just like my buddy Theron, and it was as tall as I was. But we don't know what the creature is, we only saw its tracks. My little sloth friend, Thunk, he went trekking through the woods and followed their trail until the snow washed it out.
Yes, well, I'm sorry that I cannot help more. We do not know about this thing.
Interesting. Maybe next time you're out on the hunt, maybe you can look out for signs like that. Maybe we can figure things out and work together.
Kado will sit back in her seat and she will say, yes, we will. And then, Bjorgir, you will feel something in your mind. A subtle ding 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 ding. Do you acknowledge it?
Yes, I acknowledge it.
Okay. In your head, you will hear this woman's voice. You recognize it because she just said actual words to you, but in your head, you hear, "Your Terran friend almost got killed. Perhaps you can teach him some manners. And in the future, we'll keep an eye out for what you're talking about. We'll see what we can find. Please do not make a mess of things around my lord."
Your lord.
The small one with the dark hair.
Very well. I'll keep the little Theron in check.
Please do. And then she will ding ding release your mind. And she will nod as she sips some tea.
Good day, friends. Thank you for your help.
Good day. Moons guide you.
The moons guide you as well.
They're rude, aren't they?
I heard you almost got killed in there. What were you thinking?
Me? Killed? No.
No, I heard that you almost got yourself killed. What were you thinking? The trading post is starting to get to like you, must tolerate you, so why are you trying to mess that up?
They should be careful. They don't know who they messed with today. They got off easy.
Man,
Remember, Theron.
he's so
Remember, Theron. You may have all your fancy guns and tech, but when it comes to physical strength, you're still very puny. And there are other ways to be dispatched by those who know how to kill.
Well, I'm glad I had a good chat. I haven't had anything to eat yet. So, since I did all the killing today, I should probably go get some reward for it.
Yes, come to the feast. And by the way, it wasn't all you. I did some hacking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he killed some of that fog that Thunk sent out. He really lives up to his name.
As you guys make your way back to the feast hall, under the great bones of a great beast, you eventually settle down for a cozy meal and a little bit of rest before the next day and figuring out what you'll have to do to keep staying in this place. This safe place though obviously it has its own share of dangers. But as we do gather for feasting and song and tales and telling of your hunts and others telling of theirs, that is where we'll end this session, and we will pick it up next time.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Pretty cool game.